Hi YouTube, Sam here. So I'm going to do my questions video. So first off, what is your favorite video game? So I actually brought my video games out here. My favorite is Whacked. It is this crazy game where you just like fight each other. They have Dodgeball or like King of the Hill in there. And I'm always the rabbit that doesn't have any feet because they got chopped off. And I don't know why, but I love that game. And then on Connect, my favorite game is Raving Rabbids. I also like it on Wii, but I don't have a Wii. I played it at my parents' house when I lived there. My second question is, what are your hobbies? So I have more hobbies than I can name in a video, but I do a lot of crafts and I sell them, if you didn't know. And I brought some of the ones that I made, but I also etch glass and I do clay things. We do tutus. We pretty much have done every craft at Joann's and Michael's and Hobby Lobby. So these are some things I made. This is Batman. And this is a little rainbow star. It's a glow-in-the-dark drippy heart. And this is a halo guy. Now, these are the only ones I have here that are done, because usually the done ones are at my sister's house, so I would show you more of a variety of crafts, but those are the only ones I have here. Okay, third, my favorite cartoon. So my favorite adult cartoon is South Park. I'm obsessed with South Park, and I own pretty much every South Park season that is out. But my favorite, like, kid cartoon is Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's not a very common one that people know of, but it's hilarious and you should check it out. My next question is, what pets do I have? So I have an iguana. It's actually in a cage behind me, but I'm not going to move my camera because it's going to get hard to put it back where it is. And then I have, and her name is Talon. Then I have two dogs. This is Tater Tot, and he is 8. And then the other one is Tyson, who is 5 months, and he's running around being a puppy, so you don't get to see him right now. My next question is, do I have any special talents? I can wiggle my ears, which is kind of weird, but not very many people can do it, so I guess that's my special talent. Pretty much suck at everything else, so that's mine. Okay, my favorite books. So pretty much anything from Ellen Hopkins I am in love with. And a lot of my favorite books I don't have right now because my sisters are borrowing them because we switch books because we like awesome books. So this is an Ellen Hopkins book, and this one is crazy. You should definitely read it if you like crazy drug books or, sex, drugs, and all those crazy things that happen in life. Also, my sister got me hooked on this author. It's Sarah Dessen, and this book, Dreamland, is crazy. Like, I didn't think it was going to get this crazy, but it got pretty crazy. This is one of my favorite books. It's called Full Tilt. It's about these teenagers who get trapped in an amusement park. Like, they can't leave, and if they don't ride all the rides by a certain time, they die and become part of the carnival. It's super crazy. And then the whole Marked series, I'm pretty much in love with. I don't like vampire books. I seriously have not liked vampires ever. Like, everyone had this big vampire phase, and I do not like vampires. I don't think they're that cool. For some reason, I'm not into them. But this vampire book I actually like, just because they're not obsessed with the whole vampire thing in it. And then my next question, my favorite kind of food. My favorite kind of food is seafood or Mexican. I'm like obsessed with both. If you bring me shrimp or crab or sushi or any of those delicious seafoods, I will love you forever because I love them so much. I've loved them since I was like 6. I don't know why, but they're delicious. Next question is, if I had a band, what would I call it? I've had this name since I was like 10. that me and my sister decided if we ever had a band, we are going to call it Rambling Through Pornos. And it's going to be the best band name ever, because wouldn't you want to go see somebody in concert called Rambling Through Pornos? I would. The next question is... Sorry, my phone just fell. It likes to fall. Okay. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. My phone fell because it's up on like a pill bottle. Okay, next question is, where do you want to travel to? I want to travel to Canada and go to the world's biggest mall and ride the roller coaster in there. And I also want to go to Amsterdam just to see what all the big, fuss is about it is. I also want to go to Vegas when I'm 21. I've been to Vegas, but it's obviously not that cool when you're not 21. If I could meet someone famous who had passed away, who would it be? It would totally be Dr. Seuss. I want to meet him. He's awesome. Like, all of his books are legendary. Like, everybody knows who he is. We celebrate his birthday every single year. And, like, the things he says in books, it's, like, so true. Like, he is just so wise. I want to meet him and know his wisdom. If someone asked me to give them a random piece of advice, what would I say? I would tell them, don't fart in a sleeping bag. Because you really shouldn't. You're gonna die off your own fart. It's not a good idea. Next question is, what's your favorite joke? So this is my favorite Laffy Taffy joke, because all the other jokes I like are super long and I'm not explaining them to you. But it says, what happened to the wind? It blew away. It's so funny. Like, you would have never guessed that's what happened to the wind. Okay, my favorite number and why. So my favorite number is 6, and my favorite number has been 6 since I was 6. Because every year when I would turn a different number, I would be like, oh, this is my favorite number, and it would be my favorite number for a year until I turn the next number on my birthday. And so my sister told me that I need to stop changing my number and I need to stick to it. So she had told me this when I was 6. So it became my number because I couldn't change it anymore. And I just love it. I don't know why, but there's something about 6 that I just like. My biggest turnoff. My biggest turnoff is cocky people. People who think they're all that in a bag of chips or think their fart doesn't stink. You turn me off completely. Like, seriously, we all have flaws. You are not amazing, awesome, and perfect. Yeah, confidence is awesome. I'm glad you have confidence. But when you're cocky and you think you can get whatever you want, it makes me want to deck you in the face. So, just so you know, if you're cocky around me and you get punched in the face, this was a fair warning. The next one is, would I ever skydive or bungee jump? And yes, I would do both of them. I actually want to bungee jump off a really high bridge, like over a lake or something. That is my goal before I die, because it would be so awesome. So if anybody knows where a giant bridge is that I can jump off, let me know. What is the color of my toothbrush? It is purple and white, because there's always white on toothbrushes, which is gay. They should put a different color. My least favorite word, it would have to be moist and secretion. They really gross me out. I do not like them. They make me think of disgusting things. Also, chunky. I do not like the word chunky. I think of vomit every time, or a really, really fat person or something. Like, it's just, those words suck. Next question, what am I afraid of? I'm afraid of spiders. Just spiders. Like, everything else I can deal with. I'm kind of afraid of heights, but I can deal with that. But spiders, I cannot. I'm running away. I am running like a freaking... I'm being chased by Freddy Krueger and Jason and Chucky at the same time, because that spider is fucking creeping me out. And arachnophobia, and I do not like that spider. Okay, the next one, my favorite season is fall. I don't know why, I just like all the colorful leaves, and I hate when it's so fucking hot outside and there's nothing you can do. You're just dying of heat. And I also don't like being freezing either, and I also don't even like being outside. that much. So fall just seems to be my kind of season. The next question is my favorite card game. So I don't know if you guys know, but if you know me, I play a ton of card games and board games. I probably own every one they have. That is awesome because I'm always looking for new ones every time I go to the store. So I'm obsessed with playing card games and board games and all sorts of fun games, and I have made the people around me play with me, and they have grown to them too because I'm trying to get them all away from technology. We're all becoming zombies, and you guys need to just stop being zombies right now. But my favorite card game is Cards Against Humanity, which I have right here. It is kind of just like Apples to Apples. Somebody picks a black card, and each person gives a white card that they think would be funny or would fit that card. And this game gets pretty gross. Like, you might not want your children playing it until they're old enough, because there's some of these cards in here that are not very appropriate, but this game is hilarious when you're drunk. We play it drunk all the time, and it is the funnest game ever. So, that was my questions video. If you guys have any more questions, please put it in a comment below, and I will answer them. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you weren't bored to death. I tried to give you visuals so you didn't have to stare at my face all day, because I know nobody wants to do that. So, bye YouTube. Have a great day, guys.